and one of your brother or your sister got a clothing brand, a black-owned clothing brand, but you can't pay them $25 for a shirt. You can't give them $150 for some shoes. Don't say you don't like it, because you will still take the shoes if you got it at a better price.
Beats. Murder them.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Flex 2Time, aka Flex, or whatever you want to call it. So, real quick, I'm going to try to make this a really quick 5 to 6 minute video. What is the black culture? Now, I've been going back and forth on Facebook a lot about black not being a culture. Black is just a color. Color is not a problem. And this has really been bothering me a lot lately. Not only because of what is just going on in the world today, but for someone like me, knowing that there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of people like me. My mother is black, full blown black. She's darker than me. She's black. My mother is black. She's an African American queen. My father, on the other hand, he is Puerto Rican and black. Therefore, he is an African American Puerto Rican man, 100% black. Now that brings me into, we are all black people. We are all African Americans. And I'm gonna get into a reason why I keep on saying black and not African American, because I'm having this argument on Facebook with a certain individual on my Facebook. It's crazy because there was an incident that happened in Dyckman today, and pretty much a group of Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, a group of Spanish people had a group of young black people who appeared to have been getting ready to loot. They were not looting, but it appeared, because I guess they weren't from the neighborhood. People in the neighborhood wasn't familiar with these young individuals. And what happens? They chase them out of the neighborhood. Oh, get out of here! You're not gonna do that over here with that. Apparently, I'm hearing another video where they said, black niggas, get out of here. I mean, I got a little bit of backlash because I said I don't believe all of Dyckman is racist, but I do believe, me personally, these are my page, my channel, my opinion. I believe that all races, all ethnicities have a racist group of people who represent them. Just the same way that we have a group of, every race or ethnicity doesn't have racist people. What I was saying I don't believe all of the Dominicans in Dyckman are racist, because those people in the video don't represent all of Dyckman. The same way a black person who can go out and rob a liquor store or can go out and rob another human being, that black person doesn't stand for all of the black people who don't do shit like that. A white person who represents the KKK or just represents white supremacy to where the point where that they hate anybody who's not white, who hates anybody who's not with them. Though all white people aren't like that either. I have a bunch of great white friends. While I never, and Spanish people who aren't racist would tell you themselves that Spanish people are racist. And it's the same thing with the white people. It's all how you're brought up. That's how I look at things. I'm never gonna be one-sided. I'm always gonna stay consistent. I'm always gonna not see both sides, but I'm gonna see both sides, if that makes any sense. And that's where a lot of the argument came from, and that's why I want to talk about what is the black culture. Like I said, my mother's black, my family is black. I'm Puerto Rican and I'm black. And I'm black. I'm 100% black. That's how I see myself, because that's what I am. My son is he's mixed with Puerto Rican, black, and Dominican. My son is 6 years old, and I make, that's my son. I make a little joke. I'll be like, "Come here, my little white boy." My son is 6. Now this what goes on to how you're brought up and how you're raised, how your culture is teaching our youth. My son's favorite line every time I be like, "Come here, my little white boy." He's white skinned. It's my little white boy. "Come here, my little white boy." "Daddy, I'm not white. All people are African American. We all come from Africa." That's knowledge. That's me teaching him that. The dude that I was going back and forth with on Facebook was telling me that we as a people need to leave black behind. And that kind of bothered me, because it's we was taught to forgive, but never to forget. They want us to forget slavery, but they want us to remember 9/11. How does that toss up? It doesn't. He kept telling me to stop saying black this and black that. But why? You saying forget about black, or what is the black culture? That means you wanted me to forget about black power. You want me to forget about the Black Panthers. You want me to let go of I'm black and I'm proud. Now, yes, I know the word came from our oppressors in slavery. They started labeling us as black people. But why? Why let go of the word black? Why? We persevered. You know, we strong. Till this day, we're still gonna be considered as black. Oh no, that's black. Oh, let's give him the job. No, he's black. How did you persevere and get to your title as a captain? How did you persevere and become the president of this college? How did you persevere to get to the title? How did you persevere to get to become a billionaire like Jay-Z, Kanye? How? By being black. You didn't do that by, no matter what struggles or trials and tribulations we had to go through, we got through it as being black. We didn't get through it as being African Americans. We got through it as being black people. Because no matter how hard we try to let it go, which we're never gonna let it go, we're still gonna be labeled as black people. People don't look at a black person and say, oh, look at that African American. Look at that black person. Look at that person of color. So, and I was asked, like, what is the black culture? The black culture, like I said, we strong. We came through slavery. We still dealing with it to this day, but we are more in a position of power. We're gradually getting there. We just have to keep on helping each other out, keep on fighting. Black culture is being black and being proud of where you came from. You don't forget that. Being able to say that I'm black shows that, yeah, I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of where I came from. I'm proud that my grandparents, my grandparents' parents, my grandparents' parents were able to continue on fighting. They didn't give up. We kept on fighting. That's why we're here to this day, and that's why we have most of the rights that we have. Everything's not perfect, but that's why we have most of what we have. We just have to keep on being better. Being black is being beautiful. Black is beautiful. Not African American is beautiful, and I'm not saying that in bad. Black is beautiful. My skin color as being a dark-skinned person is beautiful, because you can have an African American light-skinned person but won't be considered. People will look at him like, he might be Spanish, he might be Puerto Rican, he might be from another country. He's not black. He's an African American. Black is beautiful. Black is strong. What is the black culture? I just said it. Black people as a culture, we have soul food. Everybody loves soul food. Mac and cheese, the yam, fried chicken. And I'm not trying to say that that's what defines us, but that's part of our culture. That's part of who we are. Black people, we turned up. We come into a party, we turned up. We had that shit going from to You understand? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, to say what is black culture, go ahead and go ask a person of another color, what is black culture? Oh no, they lit. They turned up. You're gonna hear some good. You're gonna hear the good. You're gonna hear the bad. There's always good and there's always bad with every race and ethnicity. Sorry, I have a list when I talk. But that's not just our culture. Like, we're smart. We breed geniuses. We breed animals. We breed beasts. Is what I mean. Like, not just animals, we beasts. We're not just animals, we fucking beasts. Like, we're fucking beasts. Is what I'm trying to tell you. The NBA started off as a white man's game. What did we do? We came and we took that game and we elevated that shit to another level. Football was a white man's game. What did we do? We came and take that shit and elevated to another motherfucking level. Barry Sanders, OJ, Herschel Walker, Jim Brown, Ernie Davis took that shit to another level. And that's what I mean about Ernie Davis, first black man to win the Heisman Trophy from Syracuse. We changed. We game changers, y'all. We game changers. So I feel like don't ever let nobody try to tell you, let go of black. Stop labeling yourself as black. Why would I stop labeling myself as black when they're not? And they're not, and they're not, and they're not gonna stop labeling us as black. They're gonna always label us as black. But you gotta be proud of who you are. That's how it goes. You gotta be proud of who you are. Why do you think we don't persevere? We are our own biggest enemy. We the New York Giants. We are our own biggest enemy. And what I mean by that is, we can have, like I said before I get into this, I love all people. I have no hate in my heart to anybody. If you are a racist, I hope God heals you. You're not educated. You're not educated. It's just, racism is ignorance. That's what it is. I had the guy telling me, why do you think black people don't persevere? Why is it okay for an Arabic person, an Asian person, why is it okay, an Indian person, why is it okay for them to come to America, start up a business, and now they're millionaires? It's easy. But for a black person, it's hard. Why? Because we're black. That's why I tried explaining to him, like, America would really rather see another race do better than a black person, and it's only because they know how strong the black community can be when we come together. You see, the Jewish people, they help each other out. They're gated. They're a gated community. They help each other out. Not all Jewish people, but a good percentage of them, they stick together. The Arabics, when they come here, why do you think you see two delis most of the time across the street from each other? And then this just start, as soon as they get here, as soon as they open, the business is booming. They stick together. The white people, they stick together. The Asians, they stick together. It's like, when it comes to us as black people, and I'm not really trying to get into the negative side of things, but We don't really support each other as much as we should. When somebody opens up a black-owned business, we start looking for discounts. Why is it okay for you to pay $950 for a Gucci shirt, but you can't pay the full $25 for one of your man's shirts or one of your homegirls selling shirts? Why? Why is it why is it yo, can I get one on the house? Can I get it for the love? Why? Why would you be okay with giving Gucci or Tommy Hilfiger or Tom Ford $950 or even over a rack for some shoes when your shoes or some shirt and one of your brother or your sister got a clothing brand, a black-owned clothing brand, but you can't pay them $25 for a shirt. You can't give them $150 for some shoes. Don't say you don't like it, because you will still take the shoes if you got it at a better price. So that's what I mean, like, that's what I mean when I say we have to start sticking together more. We have to, like, start supporting each other more. We all keep talking about, the white people took down Black Wall Street. Bring that shit back. Bring it back. All the black businesses that's out there is hurtful because we don't support it as much as we want to. Everybody, not we as a people, but there's certain people within our community who wants things for free, wants things for cheap, but will go out and buy somebody else's stuff for a better price. I never understood that. Like, I really never understood that. I have a clothing brand, and not to say that I'm being strict or I'm acting white or I'm firm on my prices, because I know my worth, I know what I put into that, I know how much it costs to make it, I know how much I'm a profit, and it's not even a big profit. So for you to come and try to hit me with can I get a discount, or try to hit somebody, can I get a discount? Oh, I'm gonna pay you. No, you can't hit Gucci with that, and you're not gonna hit Gucci with that. You just paid $1,000 for a shirt. You could have bought almost 20 to 30 shirts and still had money left over. And that's what I mean. That's how we hurt ourselves. That's how we hurt the black culture. That's why we do need to come together better, come together stronger than ever, especially in the times like this. We shouldn't wait for times like this when cops kill an innocent black man. We shouldn't wait for times like this to open our voice. We shouldn't wait for times like this to want to support one another. We shouldn't not wait for times like this to want to sit there and finally voice our opinion, voice our anger. No, that's not how you do things. I understand, like, I don't want to touch this topic, but I understand with the looting, a lot of these owners have insurance. That's what insurance on your store is for. But a lot of these black-owned businesses that are getting burnt down across the country, I understand the owners have insurance. But why even want to burn it down in the first place? You know how hard it is for us to even get that loan? You know how hard it is to even be born with good credit? You know how hard it is for us to even be able to walk into a bank without getting, oh, he's up to something. Oh, he doesn't have the money for this. Oh, his business plan sucks. No, support your brothers, be like, yo, black is beautiful, black is strong, black power, man, Black Panthers. Yo, there's the good and the bad to every race. It's the good and the bad to every single race, ethnicity, background, color, whatever you want to call it. But to tell a black person to let go of the word black, why? We dealt with slavery for 400 plus years, continue until this day, and we will always be labeled as a black person. It don't matter. Did I look at that African American male? No. My religion is from Nigeria and Africa, started by black people. I love that shit to the death, and I would never let that go. But to say let black go because it's holding us back, how if being black was holding us back, then we wouldn't be here today right now. We'd be an extinct race. We wouldn't be here. Being black is what got us here, and being black is what's going to continue to get us better. You can't tell somebody to let black go. It make no sense. And I'm gonna just say one more thing before I get up out of here. Everybody that's saying that I can't be on the fence about things, I would always be consistent with what I say. Always. I'm not gonna just cover it up because I'm black. Like I said, we have people that rob, we have people that murder. We gotta be better than that though, right? If we sit there and we call every white person racist, every Spanish person racist, why is it not okay for them to say every black person is racist, or every black person is the N-word, or every black person is a thug, criminal, murderer, rapist? They're gonna say the same thing. If we're gonna say all of them are that, they're gonna say it for us. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? We can't be a hypocrite on the situation. Because at the end of the day, I really, really do hope a lot of you guys who are saying that, oh, all Spanish people are racist, I'm gonna mind my business. But a lot of y'all be hitting up a lot of Spanish girls, a lot of white girls be loving on their pictures and everything, but dissing your black sister. That's not cool. That is not cool. It's called be the change you want to see in the world. Let's start uplifting our black people who want to become cops, lawyers. I'm not gonna even get into that conversation.